And here I am on a pop up. I know this is a normally scheduled day, but if you remember the other day, I said I wasn't going to do a show tonight because of the fact that I'm supposed to be using this time to do some February shows. But something happened today on the wall that made me feel like, okay, we need to get the ball rolling because what this conversation we're about to have does, it kind of lays the groundwork for some several other shows that are going to be coming up this month, dealing with rather toxic masculinity, men who don't seem to fucking get it when a woman is not interested in them, and the cycle of abuse of which a lot is. So this topic kind of sets up some things for that are coming down the pike. If you want to know what's coming up for the first week of February, if you go to the top of the channel page, there's a button, a tab that says community. That's where I usually post graphics and little notes I'm trying to communicate to you. If you are a follower, I believe you get notification of those. So if you're not a follower, you might want to handle that today while you're on the site. And there's a graphic that I will be putting up each week with that coming week's programs on it. So you'll always know, if it's a topic you want to listen to or not. If it's something you want to participate in the live stream, you can set a reminder. So you're gonna do this. No, you have a good memory. That's why I wanted to declare this because, I know people will be like, wait, didn't she just say she wasn't going to be here? And that is true. Like I said, I'm supposed to be using the time to work on some shows that are coming up this weekend. But I just wanted to take a minute, take a little time out to do this because I think this is a very important conversation that we need to have. And let me take this out. Hold on one second, because I this was so last minute, you guys. I'm really sorry. I a couple of my things are like kind of raggedy, so uh, I have to fix a couple of things because it was kind of everything was so last minute. But let me start by thank you. Yes, honey, we about to roast some folks. And I know if you know what I invite you guys to do, if you have had a similar experience, because people listen to the video and they also go and they read the chat. And so you know, they'll if whatever story you want to share or insight that you want to talk about, feel free to do so. In the chat stream over here because this is what I'm the designer. I'm teaching myself. I taught myself everything. Lady Boss and them know when I first started doing live stream, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Everything was all jacked up. The lighting was bad. It was toe up. I mean, I was on, but it looked really bad. So over the months, I have trained I've learned how to do it. And so now everything is like popping, kind of looking professional. And I do all the graphics and stuff myself. So let's talk about what I saw today on the YouTube channel wall. Now, it started because of a comment that was posted almost a year ago by a young lady named Tracy Smith. So there's Tracy's comments. That's the video that it was posted under, where men command women to smile and other burdens of femininity. That long-winded title, but basically that was very descriptive. So Tracy was, kind of talking about some of the things that augmenting the conversation was having in the video, talking about how men have this attitude that they have the belief system, rather, that they have the right, the gall to tell women what to do with their face, what to do with their time, what to do with their energy, what to do with their body. Now, keep in mind, this is a complete stranger. You never saw this motherfucker before in your life. Don't know shit about him, not even his name. Don't know that's nothing. Don't know nothing. And so she's kind of, talking about that from her perspective, the experience that she's had, which we all had with these random dudes. So she says it's a sense of entitlement that many men have. That doesn't make sense. Women don't owe a random man any level of social engagement. The smile command is most annoying. Life is happening to people all day, every day. Men don't go around smiling all the time, but they expect us to, regardless of what could be going on in our lives. Black men are the most guilty and most likely to clown if their need for random social engagement is ignored. They get ugly real quick. If I look upset, I could be. Perhaps my dog died. Maybe I just lost my job. Maybe I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to cover my living expenses. I could also be deep in thought and I have a right to not engage for any reason. Okay, that's essentially what I was saying in the video. You know, that's true. I mean, we don't they don't have that right to tell us anything. So then along comes this chap, and he says, "Uh oh, why is my thing not working? Oh no, my slide isn't working. Oh, did it? Oh, there it goes. Okay, God, that scared me for a minute. Okay, so his name is Darren Hawkins, and he's addressing Tracy. And he says, if you're not with someone and he's trying to engage with you, how do you know he's not trying to help with whatever your problems are? Stay strong and I don't know what say, I don't know what he was trying to say. It to someone who doesn't want to keep you for himself. Evidently, you look like you don't have assistance with a long face. If he's not your type, I do understand. Okay, I'm gonna go through his crazy ass responses one at a time. First of all, if you're not with someone, motherfucker, that don't mean the motherfucker's not waiting in the car or at home. Okay, you don't know what a woman's situation is just because she's walking down the street that moment by herself. Okay, so first of all, you that's the number one. You got to be up under a man 24/7, or they don't. He doesn't. He perceives that you alone and lonely because you're not stuck like a Siamese twin to some dude. He might be at work. He might be on a business trip. He might be visiting his mama. He might be picking the kids up from school. You don't know what her situation is, but you just jump to the conclusion that, you're not with anybody. Okay, that's number one. Number two, you don't even know what her problems are. So how are you gonna assess that your dumbass walking down the street has any ability to help her do anything other than get on her nerves? Now you got that down. But you trying to figure out that trying to tell somebody that he could help her. See, that's just some dick game. You trying to slide up talking about I think make a woman think that you can help her. You just want to help yourself to some pussy. Your body falling for that bullshit. Oh my God, this dude, I'm telling you, this dude, and unfortunately, he represents a lot of dumbass men who think the exact same way. So that's why I wanted to talk about this because any dude listening to this, if you have this mentality, use the dumb fuck and you need to get your mind right. Because no woman, no woman, no woman that you ain't dating or married to, that means or related to, and that gives a shit about you, wants to look at your face and wants you to tell her anything about what she needs to do with her face or her time or her energy. You don't have that right. You need to sit your ass down somewhere and just keep your feet moving in the direction that you was moving them in. This whole mentality, like he's some omnipotent being that can see into your heart and know that what your problems are. And he got the fucking magic wand. He gonna wave it and fix all your problems. And all you have to do is talk to him to make that shit happen. Dumbass motherfuckers. I swear to God. And I'm not even religious. So if my ass is swearing to God, it's gotten really bad. All right. So then he says, if you don't have assistance because you got a long face. So essentially what he's doing is setting things up so that you have to deny your emotions, your life experiences, what's going on in your world that may be affecting you emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, or financially. You have to ignore that because this motherfucker that's walking down the street wants you to have a happy face and a smile for him. That's what he's saying here. That's what he's saying. And she wouldn't know if he's her type or not because she's not interested in talking to him right then. Her mind is on something else. Okay, there are social settings where people get to know each other. Then they decide if they're their type or not. But just walking down the street, only men come up with that dumb shit because you go by whether your dick twitches or not. If your dick twitches, then you figure that she's your type. Women are far more discerning and have much higher standards than men do. That's why y'all be fucking pit bulls and goats and horses and shit because you don't have any standards. Okay, every year you read in the newspaper, here comes some dude arrested for bestiality and all this old stuff, and y'all sit up there looking stupid, and you do it all the time. Women don't do that kind of stuff. We have higher standards than you. So we don't know that you're anything other than a fool walking down the street trying to get our attention. That's all we know. All right, so next slide. So I forgot I said something to him. I don't remember what it was I said about his comment, the one I just read you. And so then he comes back with this. Well, what's up? Do you understand when a woman comes out of her private space? I thought, now, he's not good at this, so he really should stop doing that. I thought a person would leave their problems where they come from, especially if it's not a funeral or a pink slip from her job. Okay, so he putting himself in a position of determining what you have the right to feel is a problem, what you have the right to care and to think about and be considering or worried about or stressed out about, because once you leave your house, he don't want to be bothered with all your problems. He wants you to smile like a fucking Cheshire cat walking up and down the street and be happy, because when he sees you and he wants to talk to you, then he thought that that's what you were supposed to be doing. You should leave your problems at home because he wants to talk to you, and he can't do it with you looking like a mean mug. Until then, okay, let's move on to this next one, because this one, I'll tell you, just made me just want to shoot him through the computer. Um, it's especially if it's not okay. I read it. So it's nice when you see a rose and she looking like a flower. Men are just trying to put water on you so you can bloom. Motherfucker, wait a minute. Wait one cotton picking minute. So you can bloom. You already blooming before you ever saw his ugly little dweeby face. Okay, you was blooming when you woke up that morning. You was blooming as soon as your mama birthed you. Okay, the Negro, you not walking down the street and thinking your words is some water and it's gonna nourish somebody and make them feel better. You're doing that for yourself. No woman wants to talk to you. Keep your ass in your envelope. Oh my God, I'm telling you, these dudes are crazy. Can you believe this? The arrogance, the narcissism, and the sociopathic belief that he has all this power over a complete stranger's life. Unfucking believable. And it's like he just doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. It's like you are nothing to her. You have no power over her. She has no interest in you at all. You have no power in her life, no influence. Nothing you're talking about so you can bloom. How about you fuck yourself? Bloom on that. That's what you need to do. Oh my God. You know what I mean? He just crazy, just retarded. It's like, why the bitch face syndrome? If you're not unhappy looking like you're getting ready for your first heavyweight fight without training, you know why we have to have that face on? Because of men like you. Because if we walk around really, happy and in our good mind and stuff on the street in public where nignogs are, it's a never ending stream of fuckery. You just can't keep your hands to yourself. You can't keep your mind to yourself. You can't keep your lips closed. Here you go, getting in people's faces, talking all that smack about what you want from a woman and what she need to do. You need to smile. Well, why are you looking so mean? Well, you ought to be greeting a person when they talk to you. You ought to be happy that somebody paying you some attention. Although you didn't ask for it. You know what I mean? I'm like, this dude is crazy. So then I came back and I said that I was going to roast him as soon as I got home. And I wasn't going to do a live. I was just going to do a video and record it, but I got too lazy. So it's easier to do a live stream than it is to record a video and edit it. And I'm like, oh my God, why did I say I was going to do that? We just going to pop up and do a pop up. No, this dude is old. Let me tell you how old he is. Okay, so then we went on to his last comment, and this is how he got. Now, notice how the conversation deteriorated. First, he's out there, he's trying to make a woman, he's trying to put water on her to make her bloom. You know, why you got a mean face on if you did, you should be happy. Nobody's dead, this and that. So this is how, because I said I was going to roast him for thinking he's all that in the bag of chips, this is how he came back. Deborah Cooper, little female, he says to me. I'm retired. I'm like, you old fuck fart. You ought to know better than be acting like this. But you're retired and you're old and you're dumb. I have all day for you to not act like a woman. Only thing you can do is make your slow following females enjoy your content with your shenanigans. Roasting is for a comedian. Is that what your show is about, to make unhappy females laugh? Send me a hit when you get home. Now, in that one sentence thing, because motherfucker never used no kind of punctuation, no commas, no capitalization, no periods, nothing. And that's his style of writing. So that shows you got some lack of education going on here. But he is going to try to, if you notice in that few lines, how many different ways he tried to insult my femininity, my womanhood, and me as a person. He doesn't even know me. This is what. So I'm sitting there, I'm looking at, I'm like, okay, if I was like not me, I might be affected by that. But I just laugh because like this ignorant ass mother, old crusty dusty motherfucker, thinking he gonna try to hurt my feelings. Boy, please, my shit is Teflon coated in steel. No nignog online or anywhere else can hurt my feelings. That nigga ain't been born yet who can hurt my feelings. So a nice try. It was funny, and so now you want the roasting is coming because you just didn't know how to act. Okay, so um, let me go back to the one I want to talk about. Okay, so it's nice when you see a rose and she looking like a flower. So like I said, when they say that, what that means is their dick twitched. He's something like somebody he want to stick his dick in. That's all that means, ladies. So, a lot of women get to make a mistake of when a dude try to hit them on the street. They think that that's a compliment. They think that means they're so wonderful and good looking and all this stuff. You don't understand that this motherfucker is just throwing mud, and at some point, some of the mud is going to stick, and then he'll be happy. He'll be getting the attention and the ass that he wants from a complete stranger. So if you are the kind of woman who responds positively to niggas chasing you down on the street, you need to see a shrink. There's something wrong with you. Your self-esteem should not be that low that you have to look for validation and some kind of like acknowledgement of who you are as a person and a woman from complete bum ass motherfuckers on the street. What is wrong with you? And so this is the mentality. They're used to meeting those kind of women who preen and smile and like, oh, thank you, and all that kind of shit when they spit at them with this old tired ass weak gang. Oh my God. You know what I mean? So, ladies, you contribute to this bullshit. I can't tell you how many women I've met. Well, what's wrong with it? And these are not young girls. These are women in their 30s and 40s. So, plenty old enough to know better. You let yourself get picked up on the street like a fucking streetwalker. Please explain to me how you think this man's going to have any kind of high opinion of you. You're presenting yourself as a low value woman. That's what you're doing. You don't have no value to yourself. He ain't going to have none to you either. This is not the kind of bullshit that you respond to. You do not give a man who tries to pick you up on the street your number, your name, nothing. Nothing. He's treating you like trash. He's going up and down the street doing that to as many women who will acknowledge him until he can find one who's going to give him some ass. Do not be that woman. Oh my God. This is just unbelievable. Unfucking believable. So let me get rid of that shit. I'm just like, this is, I think, this is unfortunately the mentality that old fuckers like this give to young fuckers, and they think that women are there on the street or in just in public trying to go to work, go to school, go visit their mom in the hospital, go for job interviews, go pick their kids up from daycare, go to grocery shopping, go to pick up their order from UPS because they wasn't home and now they have to go and get it. I mean, we have lives, okay, and our lives do not include you. Okay, every time a woman is out on the street, she's not thinking about you and your dicks. This is the part that men, they think about us and our pussy. So they think that, is reversed. We have so much other stuff that's going on in our heads to think about that don't have nothing to do with you. But men just have, they're so egotistical and arrogant, they have a hard time conceiving that we don't think about them 24/7. It's unbelievable. She wants to make sure everybody knows how much street harassment she gets. You need to stop hanging around with that chick because she crazy. Something wrong with her. She's really, 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 yes, his death. I'm just saying, so I know a lot of young guys have started watching these videos. And I want you to understand, young men, if you want to present yourself as a man of quality, you do not do this kind of thing. This is what below average, like bottom of the barrel scum, low level roach niggas do. chase women up and down the street trying to holler. That is not cute. It's classless, ghetto, and just ridiculous. You're presenting yourself like a garbage man. Okay, you just garbage. You present yourself as garbage, and only garbage is going to be attracted to you. So you chasing all these women up and down the street. Nobody's trying to give you no time of day. Any woman of class is not going to acknowledge you. Like we saw, the only woman who did is somebody with extremely low self-esteem. Her self-esteem is in the toilet. So that she thinks a nigga chasing her down the street trying to get some ass from a complete stranger with his disease-ridden self is something that's, that's like a feather in her cap. That shows how low her self-esteem is. Now, if that's your level of woman that you want, then fine, continue on that path. But I'm telling you guys who don't want women like that, you've been listening to these old dudes. Your daddy didn't tell you nothing. Your uncles and shit is raggedy too. So you've been following behind them. Stop doing that. If you want to have a nice lady, you want to have a nice family, you want to be a part of something bigger and better, you have to choose a woman based on other stuff, and you cannot go and chase a woman down the street. She might be a lovely lady, but she's on her grind right then. That's not the time and it's not the place. And you're not going to get the time and you're not going to get the respect and the attention that you're looking for by chasing women down the street. You also have to factor in the fact that so many dudes are stupid and scary that the world, she might be going for her stun gun or pepper spray while you up in her face trying to command that she's smiling, all this old shit. You need to back up and stay out of women's faces. That's another thing. And y'all that like to touch people, you better stop doing that too, because more and more women are getting certificate, what they call them, concealed carry permits, and you put your hands on the wrong girl, it might be the last time you touch something except some dirt. Okay, so you really need to think about society has changed, and women are not going to be giving you what you want just randomly. Women, this whole mission on this channel is to get women to understand the bullshit games that these men are playing and to see what they need to do differently to handle themselves. Okay, that's the education here. And the same thing goes for you. Because if they change, you need to change. You want to get with one of these sisters, you want to get married, you want to have a kid, you want to, do this whole thing and build something. You got these visions of greatness and wonderful things for yourself as you go through life. You're going to do that really well with a strong and capable partner. But if you show yourself to be some kind of knucklehead, some gutter rat, then please, you're not going to get that kind of woman. You're going to get some, welfare queen mentality type of chick, and you're not going to be able to do shit except pay child support and struggle. You going to be struggling, she going to be struggling, and your kids going to be struggling. Is that what you're trying to do? That's what you're going to get, chasing bitches down the street. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Oh my God. Thank you, CD Queen. That's good to hear. So if you don't get approached by a lot of men went out, that's an excellent thing, because they means they recognize that you have value and you got value and you ain't trying to be bothered with them. I could cut a nigga off with a look. Here they come with this, can I? Oh, they be looking and blinking. And this other was this was a couple of weeks ago. I was coming out the grocery. I had gone to the gym, so I had my little, your little tight pants and stuff on and everything. This homeless looking bum. I don't know if he was homeless, and I'm just saying he looked like he was homeless. Some bum. He had a cute face, but his clothes was raggedy, and you could tell he's been living like on the street or damn near close to it. And so he's like, hi. Can I? And as soon as he said hi, between the hi and the can I always did my hand like this and just like back the fuck up. I don't feel like talking to nobody today. Get out of my face. And I said it loud, and I said it with bass in my voice, and he jumped back and just like, he's like, I'm like, I'm not in the mood. I don't feel like it. Leave me alone. I'm not giving you no money. I'm not giving you my number. I'm not giving you even a hello back. Just get the fuck out of my face. That's what I want you to do. It's like, oh my God, these dudes. Yeah, they be blinking. And they be asking women for money. And they only ask the black women too. They think, oh, I don't look like giving your monkey ass some of my money. Get a fucking job, nigga. You should have thought about that when you was busy just trying to fuck your way through life. Now your dick is broke and you don't have no money and you don't have no job. And here you are looking at me. No, get out of my face. I'm not interested. But I'm telling you, he was a cute Dusty. But this thing here, this just really rubbed me the wrong way. And I want you young ladies, like I said, the main ones, who think that this means something, that a guy coming at them on the street is like there is like a flattering thing. It's a good thing. It's not a good thing. Okay, you want a man to treat you with respect. Men who respect women don't run up on them on the street like that. They don't do that. Okay, so if you got guys hollering at you on the street, that is a low level roach motherfucker. And I don't care how well he's dressed or how well he's groomed. I'm talking about what's in his head about women. There's no respect there. He thinks every woman is a hoe. He's just trying to find his way into your bedroom. That's what he's doing. Do not entertain men who come at you on the street. If he's going to do anything, he would be in a setting that was a social setting where this kind of thing is part of the program. Singles mixers, first Fridays, Super Bowl parties at sports bars. You understand what I'm saying? Wedding receptions. There's things where it's acknowledged that the people are there to meet and to mix and to mingle. That in a situation like that, it's appropriate. He still might be the same raggedy ass low level roach motherfucker, but at least he's presenting his roachness in the proper setting, in the proper time, in the proper way. Okay, you still gonna have to find out if he's a roach though. What I'm saying. But if they just run up you on the street, okay, he's not even trying to pretend he's that anything decent. He just putting his bullshit straight out there. And guys with this mentality that was presented by Mr. Darren Hawkins on my wall here on YouTube is a perfect example of what you do not want. This guy is a joke, and his mentality is sick and twisted. And to sit there and try to judge what you have the right to feel, what you have the right to feel upset about, what you have the right to walk out of your house thinking about is up to him. He gets to determine that, not you. I'm gonna put water on you, which is his like triad word, so you could bloom. Like you incapable of doing that on your own. You have to have it from him or some equally nutcase man like him. I don't know, but I know one thing. If you got a teenage daughter, you better get her ass some pepper spray. 13, 14-year-old girls are like targets for dudes like this. And this dude is old as hell, talking about I'm retired. Oh, grandpa ass need to be sitting down somewhere anyway. Go back to school and take an English class. Because your writing sucks and you can't spell and your punctuation is like that of a third grader. That's what you need to be doing instead of out trying to tell women what to do with their face. Okay, that's what you need. That's where your ass need to be. And if somebody's fucking school. Oh my God. So, that's what I have to say on this particular topic. This shit irritated me to no end. And, I just really wanted to communicate that message to the young women who think that this is something good. And I wanted to communicate this message to the young men who also might think that this is good. They're getting these messages from older guys, which is usually the ones in charge of messing up the next generation. Men, I don't know what it is, why they can't make the next generation that comes after them better than them. They have to make them worse. They have to at least give them the same kind of dysfunctional viewpoints and opinions and trite lines and stupid game. There's like no level of upgrading the next generation of young black men. There's no interest in that whatsoever. They just want them to, they don't want them to be better. They want them to be at their level or even lower, so they have something to talk about and crow about and feel good about what they low self-esteem have and low level asses. A real man who's about something, who's about his community and about his race, is going to do everything he can to help young brothers come up. Not to teach them bullshit like this that's going to have them rolling through the world being perceived as trash. You should never teach your young man to do this kind of stuff. I'm just like, this is just ridiculous. I'm so glad I don't have a son. Oh my God. If I had a son and I had found some old raggedy ass nigga teaching him some shit like this, I tell you, me and Roscoe would have to put in some work. Because that just would be too much for me. You're not going to ruin my son's life with your bullshit. How is it done so good for you? Where are you with it? So every time you see these roach motherfuckers, they still running up and down the street 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, doing the same shit they've been doing for the last 30 or 40 years. And what has it got them? Some STDs and a bunch of baby mamas that had nothing. So you know what I mean? It's like, why would that be something that you want to teach a young boy, to a young black man to emulate? You trash, and you teaching him to be trash. You little dudes, listen to this. You better think real tough about the messages that you get from these older cats. Cause these dudes, I'm telling you, they are down for your demise. They're not trying to help you come up. You guys gonna have to get together. The young dudes gonna have to get together and help each other. I mean, if you find some dude that is a great mentor or something, then y'all can talk to him and follow him and listen to him. But you got dudes that act like this. The dude's gonna be in your ear, telling you to cheat on your woman, lie, beat her. That you know she needs to listen to you. She needs to submit to you, and you're not a partner to her. She need to do what you say. And women they need to tell you you gonna put your water on them, and they better not come out the house looking any kind of spade because they don't have the right to have those kind of emotions. They need to leave that shit at home so they can be entertainment for you on the street. See, no. A female Lyft driver. Mm. Yeah, see, I'm like, I don't know. I'm really thinking female Lyft drivers should not, and the Uber drivers, cab drivers should not pick up men. Only men should pick up men. Women should only pick up women. Leave them men, they can walk. Shit, take the bus, hitchhike, whatever way they get there. They just get there that kind of way. Yeah, this crazy out here. But see, that kind of stuff is based on this mentality right here. And like I said, we're going to be talking about these things. Toxic man. She was 9 months pregnant and having to work as a Lyft driver. Okay, that's sad enough right there. Where's that motherfucker who got her pregnant? Why is she working like that at 9 months pregnant? See, this is a sad story on many levels. That just makes no sense. Um, what was I getting ready to say? Oh, that's right. So over the course of this month, we're gonna be talking this like I said at the top, in case you just came in. I said at the top of the show. What we discussed tonight is part of a bigger picture. It's part of the culture here of toxic masculinity and how it is impacting women worldwide. We're going to get into some deep stuff this month. I hope I don't like crash and burn. You know what? I'm telling you, the first week of March, I'm probably not going to do shit. So y'all just get ready. You're going to get a video every day in February. In the first week of March, I'm going dark. I'm going to be like underneath of my bed, hide from all y'all. But this, why men don't want to hear no from women, why they just don't listen. They can't stand when they approach you and stuff and you're not interested. Why they can't seem to accept or understand. I think it's more accept the fact that you're not interested in them and they want to keep trying. And there's even websites out there where they try to tell men, not try to, they do tell men that you can, quote, make her interested. So we're going to talk about that too. See, it's the same mentality. I'm telling you, this sense of entitlement to women's time, bodies, energy is at the core of all of these male reactions and behaviors towards women. That whole group, them 5 letters and the other 3 letters and the other, okay, all the same thing. They're angry because women don't want them. These guys like this, they're gonna get angry because you don't smile at them and talk to them. The ones who get upset because they try to spit game at you or stuff and be approached because they're interested and you're not interested, they're mad because they got rejected. So I mean, all over, when you look at this way that men are these days, all of it is based on their inner belief that you are nothing without them and that they deserve to have you if they want you. And so here they go with, we're going to talk about the violence with abuse. And how, like, a woman decides she don't want to be with him anymore. He ain't trying to hear that either. And then they get into this murder suicide stuff. I have a lot of stuff scheduled on my schedule coming for you guys. It's going to be heavy. There'll be some fun, light stuff too. But I'm going to be attacking some very heavy stuff that's very impactful sociologically. And it's really something I think that women need to um, take seriously. A lot of women, I don't think they really um, they don't really, you guys aren't really getting it. You're not really understanding. There's all this, but but not all men. Okay, you tell me how you know by looking at them which one's not. You share that secret with me because I'm still waiting to know. How do you know? Because they flip. You be with them 10 years and they act stupid and you decide that you don't want to deal with them no more. And then here they come and want to wipe out your whole family. Right? Or they go into banks and make women they don't even know lay down and shoot them in the head. Take trucks and run into intersections and just ram a whole bunch of people just because they mad because no woman gave them no pussy. See, so this sense of entitlement to you, to your body, this is what's going on. It starts with that, the street harassment type of stuff, and then it goes into the rest of it. He says, yo, you women are delusional. No, motherfucker, the one who's delusional is you. To think that somebody owes your funky ass a goddamn thing. Somebody block his ass. I don't like his name. And I definitely don't like his fucking attitude. But yeah, these are all topics I'm agree with you, Ash. These things that need to be talked about. And I want to, raise some awareness here because um, this stuff is this is what's going on in the world. I mean, you just go on Google and type in, a search string, and you're gonna pull up thousands of stories that tell you and validate every single thing that I'm telling you. But we don't even have time to read all that shit. It's so much of it happening every single day, every day. Not just here, but around the world. This it's like women are under siege. There's a war on women, and so many women, they got their head stuck in their Bibles and all the stuff, and they talking about, well, no, no, the Lord says this and like, okay, they ain't protecting your ass from no bullets. Okay, there's no bulletproof Bible. You gonna hold it up, it's gonna keep you from getting shot in the head by a dude that you just left, and he's not trying to hear it. So this is something I think that. Thanks, Lady Boss. This is something that it just really worries me. And, I know women are like, well, you can't really say stuff like this because it's going to scare people. Do you think a few words on an internet website on YouTube is more scary than a woman being completely unaware of the signs to look out for a potentially volatile and violent man, and for her to be aware? She might be scared, but at least she's gonna recognize the bullshit when it's coming. She gonna know what to do. She can get herself out of the situation. You guys want women to live with this pie in the sky kind of thing, like you saw in the fairy stories. Them days was over if they ever existed. You better be real, and you got to get your gully on to deal with these motherfuckers because they are crazy. There's something wrong with them. There's something wrong with them. Well, we're gonna talk about that too, Ash, because they're blaming it. I think that's my show on next Wednesday. It should be on the calendar of events. Like I said, go to the top of the channel, look in the community section. If you are not a subscriber to the channel, you need to be one. So when I post something there, you will get notice of it. That's the place I'm putting notices and bulletins and things about where I am, what I'm doing, what's coming down the pike, looking for guests. I mean, all stuff that's gonna be my tool to communicate with you. But to get the notices of it, you need to be a subscriber, and then you'll get the instant notification when something is posted there. But I need you to take a look at that programming calendar. Please share it, on your social media so other people can see if there's something there, that they want to hear. They'll come on over and listen to the live stream as well, and it'll be really good for all of us concerned. Yeah, women need to really understand, and the violence is not just, people always think violence is, he's hitting you, he's twisting your arm, he's this and that. The violence is anything that makes you feel hit. Okay, now what does that mean? That means an emotional hit. You thinking, you got all dressed up and everything, you ready to go out, you put your makeup on, you trying to look really pretty to go on this date with this knucklehead, and you come out and he looks at you with this sneer and says, you need to change. I, I don't know where you think you're going looking like that. Okay, what just happened? That's called emotional abuse, psychological abuse. You in that one crack, this man who you have, that you care about, that you're vulnerable to, has just done everything in his power to break you down. Okay, inside you're crumbling as if you're being pummeled like somebody like Ali got a hold of your ass. So, a lot of women don't understand that that kind of stuff is abuse, and we're going to be talking about that as well. So, like I said, there's a lot of very important, very, she said that's called get a new man, and you right. Bingo, you win the dishwasher. But this is the kind of thing a lot of women, I think, and especially black women, are so used to being talked to like that that they don't even recognize that that's what that is. Men just putting you down and berating you and calling you names and touching you inappropriately and all this kind of stuff is the kind of thing that you've had to absorb most of your life and just deal with it. But that doesn't mean that the damn is still not hurting you. Okay, but it's so many of you don't even recognize that as being abusive. That's what I'm talking about. So all in all, I don't really have all that much to say on this topic. Yes, please share a like. Please share a link, you guys listening. We do this for you. My moderators here loyally got my back. The audience is very supportive. Um, you guys are. This is a great time. It's not the biggest channel in there in the universe on YouTube, but I think it is very, very tight, and the people here that have come here are very supportive, encouraging not only of me of each other, which means a lot to me. Somebody that come with a problem, the sisters like swarm around her and help lift her up and give her support and encouragement and stuff like that. I don't even have to do it most of the time because y'all just jump in it, and and it's plus it's more you than it is me, so that works out great. But that's the environment that is here on this channel. And if you want to be a part of that, which I highly recommend, then just become a subscriber and come on over when we do our chats. We're here at least twice a week doing live streams, and then I put up videos the rest of the time. But I want to thank you guys for showing up for my little pop-up here. I'm telling you, we got a lot of stuff coming up for where's my February slide? For video a day February. Um, it starts what tomorrow, huh? Wow. Yeah, we're gonna put up a video every day for the month of February. So this is our third annual event of this kind. It'll be really good for you guys to be here and participate in that. My name is Deborah Cooper. I'm an advice columnist here on YouTube and on Surviving Dating. You can find my books on Amazon.com. Two dating guides, a book on the black church, and a vegan cookbook, believe it or not. But I'll be back. You'll tune in tonight. Right after midnight, the video a day February will begin, and the first video will be live at that time. You can see it, and then there'll be one every day for the rest of the month. Thank you guys for showing up tonight at this little pop-up. I will see you very soon. Be here on the weekend. We got 2 live streams coming up this weekend, all right? So talk to you later. Bye-bye.